happier,
get healthier,
and get walking together. Hi, I'm Denise Austin, and this is my daughter, Katie.
Hi, everybody. Now that you've entered, we challenge you to walk for 30 minutes a day.
We want you to get healthier, get moving, and get better together. So, to keep you on track, you'll need a buddy by your side, like your daughter,
Or your mother.
or your loved one, or friend to get you up and out the door.
Whether you live near or far, it's a great way to catch up and keep each other motivated. Hey, Mom.
I'm out here on my walk.
So this May, let's take on today and get healthy together.
Entering is easy. Let's sign up. Go to aarp.org/challenge to enter the sweepstakes.
For a chance to win prizes.
We'll be here every step of the way with you with weekly challenges, tips, videos, and more to support your mind, body, and spirit.
And let us know how you're doing by tracking and sharing your progress with us. Don't forget to share your photos and videos on social media with our hashtag.
Let's get healthier together.
Hello, my name is Lori Hendren, and I'm proud to work as Associate State Director for AARP Illinois. Thank you for joining our three-part series on beginning yoga and meditation. When most people think of yoga, they think of wellness and relaxation, not fitness. While yoga involves plenty of gentle stretching, deep breathing, and meditation, it is also an effective total body workout for people of all ages and fitness level. Yoga builds strength, flexibility, and balance without putting pressure on the joints. And when done in a series of flowing, nonstop movements, yoga improves cardiovascular endurance. What's more, regularly practicing yoga has been shown to boost mental fitness in areas such as memory, clarity, and focus. One study even showed benefits accruing in those who already had mild cognitive impairment. Getting your routine going can be as simple as rolling out a mat and turning on a yoga video. From there, you can mix it up by altering your home sessions with classes at a studio. Consistency is key, though to reap the yoga's many benefits, you need to start. And now I encourage you to start. Enjoy ARP with our instructor, Paula, as we start. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, AARP. It's great to be with you again. The core of what I teach, as I've been mentioning, is Amrit Yoga, meditation and motion. Learning how to move and meditate at the same time. Yoga is not authentic yoga without including meditation. Founders of Amrit Yoga, the Amrit Method, are Yogi Amrit Desai, a great, wonderful master teacher, and his daughter Yogi Chara Kamari Desai. And over the time I've been teaching over the years, I've pretty much made it my own. And also another great teacher of mine is Eric Wall, Yogi Chara. Amrit Yoga, again, meditation and motion. We have two parts of the posture, two parts of the breath work. The first part is the active part. We're actually doing a posture, breath work. Second part is just relaxing and settling in. We call it integration, just that passive part of the posture. Just allowing for the energy to balance. We use three different techniques. We use the breath, in and out, focusing there. We use the sensation of the body, that is the energy, truly, that's always there. Energy follows attention. Again, as I've said most often, the energy goes into the mind, and we're about directing it back into the body to create that healing and release, that truly let go of the past, the future, the deeper blocks that may have just kind of lodged in there from personal trauma, physical, mental, emotional. So you have that opportunity to move that stuff through. There's no analysis necessary, it just happens as you get the knack of these techniques. Feeling, sensation, the breath, and then we use the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. That is a part of you that just sees things as they are. As I said, you get there at different times of the day, but we teach you how to get there on demand. It's also called the eye of unity. It's called the awareness space. A lot of people look at it as the extension of the soul. Amrit Yoga, meditation and motion. Will be most important, I think, is to have anything that you might need near you, a block, blanket, whatever. And be kind and gentle to your body today and your mind. We'll go ahead and begin by closing the eyes. Beginning to settle into the body. Noticing the breath moving in and out, belly rising and falling. Softening the face, the jaw, relax. Breathe. And let go. Beginning to feel sensation, any tingly, subtle vibration. For most, it begins in the fingertips, wherever it is, just resting there. And as you get this technique, it ends up, you really end up feeling possibly what I call a subtle hum in the body. It's always there. We're just uncovering, releasing the stress, the tension, those other things that cover up that space that's never changing. That space of soul being. And drawing attention to the space between the eyebrows. That awareness space, that eye of unity, the third eye, 2 to 3 inches inward, towards the center of the brain. Using these techniques to become present here now. And now taking a deep breath in, letting go with a sigh. And now inhaling, drawing the shoulders up toward the ears, holding forward and down. Allowing the weight of the head to stretch the neck. Turning the head gently side to side, opening up a bit of the neck, skull, shoulders as you feel it. And now inhaling, drawing the shoulders up toward the ears and down and back. And once again. Shoulders dropping, melting into the end of the breath. Relax and release. We'll begin our session with one sound of Om. That chant of peace and harmony, that universal chant. As we synchronize our energies, sending that powerful vibration to everyone and everything as we begin. May this practice lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from time-bound consciousness to the timeless state of being. Hari Om. Shanti. Allowing the eyes to remain closed for a moment. I'm going to read an excerpt from Eckhart Tolle's book, Power of Now. All things that truly matter, beauty, love, creativity, joy, inner peace, arise from beyond the mind. And how does that happen? How can you get there? I say yoga. Yoga first, and everything else will fall into place. One of my intentions, as I said last time, it's a guiding thought that I've used along the way during my years of teaching and practicing yoga. Just kind of keeps you in the direction and the path as you move forward with the practice. We'll go ahead and begin with our quantum breath, the the most recent uh, version of the quantum breath from Yogyanga Desai, the Amrit method. We're going to be breathing in Ujjayi, that ocean breath, so calming to the nervous system. The mouth is closed as you inhale. Then you pause at the top of the breath and then release through a very, very narrow straw, slow and steady. And then all the way down the belly and then resting in the third eye. Following my rhythm, just really following the breath from the top of the chest, the middle, and the bottom. It's a powerful breath. Breathing in, Ujjayi. Pausing and releasing. Slow and steady. Into the end of the breath, that gap. Third eye. Up and release. Meaning at the end of the breath, attention, third eye. Up, pause, and release. And merging into that gap, the end of the breath, third eye. Up and release. Third eye. Up and release. Third eye. Breathing in, letting go. Taking a moment for things to balance. Soft into this moment, right here, right now. Beginning to feel sensation, any tingly, subtle vibration. Choosing the energy. Perhaps the heartbeat. As you rest in the space between the eyebrows. Third eye. And 2 to 3 inches inward toward the center of the brain. Not moving ahead, not running away, just being here now, breathing, relaxing, allowing for integration. Deep breath in. Letting go. Energy rising. Merging inward and upward towards the heart. Relax. And release. Soft focus. Just noticing the difference perhaps before and after that pranayama. We'll draw our legs into what we call our seated star. We've done this before. Using it as more of a stretch, seated Trikonasana, representing fire, power, transformation. I always say we're all in it. It's everywhere right now. I'm going to be taking 3 breaths over here and over here. No forcing. Again, no forcing. If you're forcing, you're in your mind, and we're all about drawing the energy into the body to release all the stuff you want to let go of. Learning to follow the energy rather than the mind. As you take a deep breath in, folding forward and down into the body, the end of the breath, relax. Again, deep breath in. Right arm on the inside. Now do the heels down and out, toes toward the ceiling. Left arm extending up, allowing the left arm to fall back, looking up, deep breath in. Letting go with a sigh. And again. Slowly coming to center using your core. Meditation and motion. Palms resting on the thighs, the knees, shoulders dropping. Breathe. And let go. Preparing for the other side, deep breath in. Folding forward and down. Just stopping wherever you stop. Again, deep breath in. And once again, left arm on the inside. Nudging the heels, toes toward the ceiling, right arm extending, looking up, deep breath in. Letting go with a sigh. And again. Slowly coming to center. Feeling the whole body. Practicing yoga. Closing the eyes, shoulders heavy. Feeling, breathing, relaxing. And releasing. Taking a moment for things to balance as you rest here now. Paying attention to the body, the breath. Relax, breathe, and let go. Soft focus. Drawing yourself onto the mat towards table position. Shoulders are over the wrists, knees are hip width apart. And just moving the hips, just making any micro movements, just finding your way, just following again the energy of your body. Going to be merging up to standing, preparing for breath of joy, 4-part warm-up breath. Curling the toes under, pressing the hips toward the ceiling, dropping one heel at a time. Coming up on the toes, again, just following your body, your energy. And now drawing the feet towards the hands towards the feet, rising up slowly. Really pressing into the feet, feeling that support. Feet are hip width apart. Again, you want to find that place where you feel some intensity, but it's one you can relax into. Modify it as necessary. Feet hip width apart, feeling, pressing the whole body, just feeling that. Resting in the space between the eyebrows, looking forward, peripheral vision. Again, that's one way to get there. Breath of joy. Inhale up, shoulder height. Inhale out, overhead, bend the knees. Ha. Inhale up. Ha. Ha. Last round. Ha. Hanging that ragdoll, knees are bent. Just be that ragdoll. Relaxing the muscles in the neck, swaying back and forth. Head hanging, relaxing. Rising up slowly. Pressing into the feet, using the legs, your core, closing the eyes, or keeping an eye on a focal point just as good as you rest here now. Breathe. And let go. Second part of the posture, integration. Choosing the sensation in the body, wherever it may be. Energy follows attention. You want it to go into the body. The heartbeat, perhaps a bit of warmth. As you rest in third eye, against space between the eyebrows. Energy merging inward and upward. Breathing in. Letting go. Dropping. Space is presence. Background. Rising. Soft focus. Merging towards Tadasana, mountain pose. Drawing the feet together, pressing down the feet up to the crown, nudging the heels. You'll feel the tailbone drop, drawing the palms into prayer position in front of the heart. Chin is parallel to the floor, clearing the energy pathways in the body and mind. This is such a grounding pose. Again, resting in the space between the eyebrows, slowly extending the arms overhead. Meditation and motion, interlacing the fingers, temple, arms to the head slightly back, shoulders dropping. Imagine the elbows toward the ears as you breathe up the spine. Tailbone to the crown. Focus. Palms, moment by moment, in front of the heart. Closing the eyes again or keeping an eye on a focal point, just as good. Relax, soften, breathe. Release, release. Let go, let go. Taking the time for the energy to balance. As you follow the breath rather than mind. Feeling sensation, choosing that. Energy merging inward and up. As you disappear, the presence appears. Soft focus. Arms along your sides. We're going to move forward to half shoulder stand once again. Feet are hip width apart. We're pressing down the feet up to the crown, clasping the hands behind. Shoulders down and back. This is such a great shoulder opener and a great partial inversion that does so many great things for the body. As you inhale, drawing the shoulders up toward the ears and down and back, moving forward and down. Leading with the chin, the chest, hinging at the hips. Chest moving toward the thighs, forehead toward the knees. Arms toward the ceiling, rocking the weight towards the front of the feet. Head hanging. Just stopping wherever you stop, owning where you are. Energy follows attention. We want it to go in the body. Chest toward the thighs, forehead toward the knees. Just relaxing where you are, directing the breath as you inhale and exhale. Again. Rising up slowly, pressing into the feet, using the legs, your core, and clasping the hands. Allowing the arms, the palms to float where they may, closing the eyes. Relax, feel that veil, that flood of energy, choosing that. Despite the mind, choosing the breath, the body sensation as you rest in third eye, that eye of unity, that awareness space, that extension of the soul. Energy merging inward and upward as you breathe in and release. Rising, background. Soft focus. We're going to merge back or prepare for final rocking. Coming towards the top of your mat. Clasping the hands below the knee. And the arms are going towards the body, really pressing towards the body. Or you can have them underneath, like so. Spinal rocking, it opens up the spine. Most important, chin is toward the chest. And it looks like this. We inhale back and exhale forward. You may end up here. And if you do, just using your core, pressing into the arms and rising back up. It takes a while to get for most. I know it did for me. But it's a great opening of the spine. It's just a powerful, powerful way to just clear the mind also. Chin toward the chest, spinal rocking. As you inhale back and exhale forward. Chin toward the chest. And once again. Closing the eyes, shoulders dropping. Breathe, feel. Just allowing the legs to fall away. Relax into the body. Breathe. Let go, let go. And noticing the heartbeat, perhaps warmth. Just choosing the breath, choosing the sensation, the body, the energy, choosing third eye, present moment. Releasing the stress, the tension, those deeper blocks as you rest here now. Not moving forward and moving into the past, just being here now, relaxing and allowing for letting go. Soft focus. We'll draw ourselves towards the center of the mat, hips toward the center. Sitting tall, we're going to go into a short round of spinal twist. Nudging the tailbone towards the mat, looking forward, peripheral vision. Drawing the right leg on the other side, the left, spinal twist. Wrapping the left arm, nudging the left heel, extending through the right arm, shoulder height. Slowly twisting to the right. Breathing up the spine. Moment by moment. Drawing the palm as close to the body, fingers out if you can. As you inhale, press into the palm. Drawing the shoulder down and back as you exhale. And once again. Arm shoulder height, extending. Moving forward moment by moment. Meditation and motion, breathing up the spine. Right arm, leg coming to center. Relax and release. Preparing for the other side, drawing the left on the other side, the right. Wrapping the right arm, nudging the right heel, just finding your way, making those micro movements, nudging the tailbone, extending through the left arm, shoulder height, slowly twisting to the left. Breathing up the spine. Drawing the palm as close to the body. Fingers out if you can, shoulders down and back. As you inhale, press in the palm. Shoulder down and back as you exhale. And once again. Arm, shoulder height, extending moment by moment, moving forward. Soft focus. Breathing up the spine. Left leg, arm coming to center. Just dropping to that space of present moment. That space of integration, taking the time for the energy to balance in the body, the mind, the heart, the soul. Feeling rather than thinking. Taking that break away from the mind, relax and release. Energy rising. Letting you disappear, the presence appear. Soft focus, moving towards onto the mat, using your core, your forearms, extending the arms overhead, pressing the heels down and out, and now taking a deep breath in, letting go with a sigh. Allowing the arms to come along your sides, moment by moment, moving and meditating, being in the moment all the way there. Breathing in full yogic breath and releasing. Drawing the heels towards the hips, the knees toward the chest, wrapping. Nudging the tailbone towards the mat, rocking back and forth, side to side. Slow, small movements, back and forth, as you feel. Coming to center, feet to the mat, arms along your sides. Again, breathing in, letting go. And now allowing the legs to just drop onto the mat for Shavasana. Taking a couple moments to relax and truly integrate everything we've done during this time period in our class. I'm going to be rising up to guide you into that yogic sleep. It's called a yoga nidra. Arms along your sides, palms up, just legs falling away, just really dropping into the body. We'll begin by breathing in and breathing out. Following the breath in and following the breath out. Belly rising, belly falling. As you follow the breath in and follow the breath out. Breathing in the silent sound of so up the front of the spine, all the way up. And the silent sound of hum all the way down the back of the spine. The silent sound of so up the front of the spine, all the way up. And the silent sound of hum all the way down the back of the spine. So hum. The silent sound of so at the front of the spine, all the way up. And the silent sound of hum all the way down the back of the spine. So, hum. So, hum. The silent sound of so at the front of the spine, all the way up. And the silent sound of hum all the way down the back of the spine. So, hum. So, hum. And now beginning to soften the breath. Letting go of any control of the breath. Allowing the breath to breathe itself. Sensing inner quiet. Sensing peace, calm, contentment. Sensing the rising and falling of the breath once again. As you slowly come back. Noticing the softness in the breath, the tranquil mind. Very slowly drawing the palms into prayer position in front of the heart. As we salute the inside in each one of us. Japa. Now allowing yourself to remain in silent meditation as you slowly come back. Opening your eyes as you wish, rising as you wish. And taking that sense, perhaps, of peace, of harmony with you as you move on to your next thing. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
When you're under a constant sense of attack, our bodies are not meant to do that. Just feeling that sense of vulnerability for an extended period really has an impact on the mind You just don't know if it's going to be you next. My first deployment was 15 months. We slept outdoors for a while. We had no toilets, no showers. We were washing our uniforms in buckets. It was rough life. It's war, it's very unpredictable. You develop the tightest bonds with your fellow service members during deployments, when you're living with someone 24/7 and there's people trying to basically kill you. Life takes on a different meaning when you're in that type of situation. I saw a lot of damage to buildings and to equipment, vehicles. Of course, you know, the troops that get hurt. I remember at one time when I was walking from my tent to go to work. As soon as I got to work, 2 rockets came in on the exact path that I had walked just 10 minutes before, and 2 soldiers did get seriously hurt in that instance. I think someone lost a limb in that attack. When you've been through something like that, you can't just wipe it off with soap. It takes a lot of work to be able to function. I really can't complain. I wasn't physically, damaged. I have both my arms and legs. I came back home and was able to pretty much go on living. I've struggled with the guilt. When you're in an environment where you're trying to kill people, it messes with your mind. And of course, in the military, there's a lot of bravado. That's part of the reason why it's hard for vets to get help, because they don't want to be perceived as weak. So there's a lot of unreported PTSD. It's taken a lot for me to try to heal in many levels.
If you walk in a room with somebody with PTSD, for the most part, you're not going to know. It's called an invisible wound for a reason. There's a tendency to be what is called hypervigilant. So basically the nervous system is switched on into fight-flight mode, which is when you are in combat or when you are threatened in some way. The problem comes when people can't turn that off. So they're looking all the time. Their attention is on what's coming at me. There's a tendency to isolate a lot of times because it feels so chaotic inside with all that going on in the nervous system that the easiest thing to do sometimes is just to stay home rather than to expose yourself to situations where there are more variables that you can't control.
When you're in war and you go to a memorial ceremony, it's really hard. It messes with your mind. When you see, the guy's boots and dog tags and weapon, and they got family. It's hard. I started yoga after a friend suggested I give it a try. It's taken me in another direction to where I surround myself with ways to help heal me. Every time I'm able to get on my mat and work towards being in the present moment, that's what we really try to help people with PTSD do.
Why is yoga such an incredible opportunity for people who have PTSD and other stress-related conditions? Because it has a direct effect on the autonomic nervous system. Someone who's stuck in fight-flight and they can't sleep, they can't go off guard duty in their own mind. You give them the right practices, and if they do them, their ability to switch over into the rest, digest part of their nervous system, that is going to be restored for them. In the 80s or 90s, I would guess just a tiny number of veterans were using yoga and meditation to improve their mental and physical health. Today, tens of thousands are using yoga and meditation on a regular basis and have the services available to them. So it is definitely on the rise.
I knew I wanted to go to grad school finally and use my GI Bill to do that. And then I heard about this program. It was a master's in yoga therapy, and one of my friends was attending Maryland University of Integrative Health. I just had to know about this because it was yoga and it was grad school. I applied for the program, was accepted, and that was back in 2015, and I'll be graduating in July of this year to start to let go of the distractions of the mind. I'll be the fourth male to graduate with that degree.
Veterans that have gotten out of the military and are now very excited about yoga and meditation because of the positive effects it's had on them, most often their first impulse is to go give that to more veterans. In that way, they are absolutely continuing to follow their commitment to serve their country.
I've actually had all sorts of friends, veterans and non-veterans, who've started to practice yoga because of me sharing about it and my experiences with it and the healing that it's brought to me. And it's really, really cool to see it's helping people in their own lives. And I'm just thankful to be able to do that.